You're watching the GameSpot co-op stage, sponsored by LEGO Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily. Hello, everybody. It's the best geek talk show in the known universe. We are here sharing the GameSpot live co-op stage here at E3 2016. I'm Ashley Esqueda, by the way. Hello. I'm Ashley Esqueda, and I have some very amazing people on the couch to introduce you to. You probably know them. My dear co-host, Jeff Cannata.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the show. A very special show live from E3, and we're joined by Tim Schafer.
Hello,
Tim Schafer?
What? Good to see you.
What?
Hi, thanks for having me. It's beautiful. It's lovely here.
Tim, we are slowly becoming one plaid being.
Yeah. All of E3 is becoming a plaid sea.
By the end of the show, you'll be merged into one plaid
topped
person.
with one big beard.
Perfect. Amazing. You guys have a lot of stuff going on. Double Fine has a lot of things going on. I got Headlander, but the thing I am most excited about, obviously, is Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, which I like to call Pit Roar. I don't know if you guys have done that.
It's a good anachronism.
I think so. I think it works. So let's talk about it. I mean, Psychonauts 2, really big crowdfund. You guys, I'm a backer. I have to full disclosure.
Thank you for backing.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And so now you have this sort of bridge between Psychonauts 1 and Psychonauts 2, and this is going to be the experience we're going to get to have on PlayStation VR.
Yeah. Even though it's been 10 years since we shipped Psychonauts 1, the events, the Rhombus of Ruin, takes place like directly after that game ends, and then when Rhombus Ruin ends, Psychonauts 2 will take off from there. So this, if you remember the end of Psychonauts,
I remember the end of Psychonauts when they said, "Please now put on your VR headset."
Yeah.
In 10 years.
In 10 years.
In 10 years.
Once they're invented, put on your headset, and so they, Raz became a Psychonaut, but then immediately the grand head of the Psychonauts, Truman Zanata, was kidnapped.
Terrible.
And it happened to be Raz's girlfriend's father too. And so they all jumped in this jet to go off to save him, and it was whoosh, and that was the end of the game. And then in Rhombus of Ruin, you see in that footage, you start in the jet, and you're strapped in your chair, but you have your psychic powers still. And so Raz can pick up objects with his mind, levitate them, he can burn them, he can throw them. He can also use one of his powerful skills, clairvoyance, to see what someone else sees. So he can I can jump into your head, basically, and then see the world from your point of view.
You don't want to do that. It's terrifying.
I kind of do. And then you see someone else, you can jump into their head and move around the environment that way from brain to brain to brain.
I really enjoyed jumping into the squirrel's brain. That was really fun.
Yeah. Did you feel those little... Did you like the nut joke?
I did.
Yeah,
I
don't
feel
want
like
to spoil it.
A good nut joke.
Yeah, there's a good nut joke waiting for everybody.
We don't
we
wanna
both
spoil
played it, and I want to know just kind of what drew you to VR in the first place. I mean, it's a pretty exciting new technology. Are you sold on it?
Well, I think one of Double Fine's main things is we like to make worlds that just pull you in and make you feel like you just want to spend all day in this world, and that you're really transported to another place. And VR just does a lot of that instantly. Like the second you put on the headset and you're there with the characters, and Raz and Mia's talking to you, and it's like, wow, it's hard to explain until you put on the goggles that you can watch footage of it, but until you're in the space, you're like, I'm in the jet from the end of Psychonauts, and there's Mia and everybody. So it really just drops you in a world that we create really easily.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things about seeing Mia in front of you is you've always seen those characters in 2 dimensions, but in a 3D space, but now she's there, and they're all so bizarrely shaped, but it feels so right. Like, it was nice to see those old friends again. Like, that's how I felt after I was done with Rhombus of Ruin. I was just like, man, I'm ready, or after the demo, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm dying to play the rest.
Yeah, I'm done with it now. I don't want to play anymore.
I'm ready. So you're in the plane, you're strapped in, but then you mentioned it opens up after you get out of the plane and stuff happens.
Yeah, there's many other different locations, and they're a little bigger. The jet they're showing in this demo is kind of a tutorial of how to use your psychic powers.
It's a reminder. It's a reminder.
Yeah.
So,
But is it gonna work the same way as the demo in the sense that you're basically moving around by jumping from being to being?
Yeah, we wanted to use an interface that would let you move around, that made sense in the psychic world of the Psychonauts, but also didn't run the risk of making anyone feel like throwing up, because if anyone's going to throw, it's going to be me. I'm the first person to get sick in a VR environment. So
you're a good test subject.
I'm a good test subject, and this game is 100% you're not going to barf because you're you're only doing psychic stuff.
It's almost like a point and click in 3-dimensional virtual reality space.
It's a look and click, right?
Look and
It
click, yeah.
it has almost adventure game puzzles where you're picking up objects, using them in the right places, and you get to experiment a lot with Raz's psychic powers. Side blasts coming out of your head and blowing things up, burning things, all the fun things that psychics like to do.
All the things that we enjoyed in the original Psychonauts. How does it feel this year coming to the show to be able to have that franchise back? One, I know it took a little while, and also to be able to kind of say like, hey, we're making that sequel, and I'm sure people have been stopping you and they're excited about it. Aside from me, of course, like stop you every time I see him, like, hey, thanks for Psychonauts.
It was you,
2.
and then there's that guy looked like you in a mustache.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah, okay. Right. No, it's one of those.
Mustachely Esqueda?
Yeah, mustache. Get out.
It's
Get out.
a game that has a lot of affection out there for the game. I think the characters, the performances, but the actors just were very charming, and I think it really stuck with people. And it's been out for 10 years, and it's grown in popularity and digital release, and so there's a lot of people who are waiting for it. And then demoing at the PlayStation event, there was like half the people were like, oh, I can't wait to see this. I played the game 10 years ago. And some people were like, I don't really know what this is. Like, I have no idea. And that's exciting, too, because someone who's never seen Psychonauts before, being able to play it and meet those characters the first time is also really cool. Yeah,
such a weird, like, quirky universe to experience, especially in VR, which I was a little scared that it wouldn't be the same. And then as soon as I levitated the toilet paper to the coach, I was just like, oh man, this is Psychonauts. It's happening. I'm playing it and I'm in it, and it feels so right. It feels so right.
You're in the weirdness, deep in the weirdness.
Does the fact that you are inside it open up puzzle possibilities for you or gameplay opportunities? I mean, are you able to hide something under something where you have to look under it?
I mean, one of the most fun things for me is like there's things you actually have to move your head to see and look into this little view thing, and those feel so different. I don't think that would be a big deal if you did it with a stick, but when you're doing it with your own head, it really makes you feel like it's a real object.
Yeah.
It's super
I mean, I remember looking for pixels in, Secret of Monkey Island.
More fun
and
than
stuff.
that. Yeah. But instead of like scrubbing your cursor over other pixels, you're actually like bending over and looking under things. And
you get really terrible neck pains now instead of cursor.
Neck pain guaranteed.
Neck pain guaranteed when he's staring at everything. So we're gonna generally wrap things up. One more question about Psychonauts 2. Can you just tell everybody the entire plot of the game right now?
Raz is a robot.
What?
And an alien.
A robot alien?
Well, it's still preliminary, but we're probably working on it. They're probably not going to go with that plot line, but it takes the events right after you rescue Truman Donato and you go back to Psychonauts headquarters. And Raz has always dreamed of being a real Psychonaut. Now he's really in Psychonaut headquarters, not at a summer camp anymore, and he gets to go on real international espionage missions. So
excellent.
It's a real deal.
And now you've got Zach McClendon.
Zach McClendon, the lead designer on Bioshock 2.
Bioshock 2. Like amazing guys make great games. I'm really excited to see this. Thank you so much for stopping by the stage.
Thanks for having me. Being in E3, just having a place to sit down and a nice couch.
That's really how we sell it.
I'm going to stay here for a long time.
That's how we got you. That's how we get people to say yes, really. That's exactly how we do it.
Chairs.
We have chairs. Guys, we got a couch. That's great. Thank you so much for stopping by. Rhombus Ruin launch window for PSVR?
It's going to be around at the end of the, it's going to be this year.
In the end of the year-ish?
I didn't know officially what we're supposed to say.
We'll call the launch window the first 3 months. So yeah, let's say close to the end of the year. Good?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, please give your round of applause to Tim Schafer.
Yes.
Thank you so much. These are your loyal citizens. That's really great.
I'm really milking it now.
Yeah, that's good.
Also, you can check out Double Fine online. We are going to be coming right back with some developers from Destiny.
Indeed.
Talk about their next expansion, so stick around for that. Don't click away. It's Tomorrow Daily.